I will figure this out.
I knew
before
it
we
would
get
be
into
you
this.
or Lance doing that. Like, hold on, let me deduce.
Well, I mean, I could tell pretty easy. It's like, when it's on the sheet, it's like, oh, it's powered by the apocalypse.
Could be Mothership, because they also
That's
do
true.
that.
What are the titles of these games?
I would love Mothership,
Titles.
but you also mentioned fists in the title, so I kind of scrubbed that one.
There is the word
Mother
fist.
fist.
The word fist is in both of the
Fist
titles.
Mother?
One of
No.
them, yes,
No.
Fist Mother.
No.
That's,
It's my Wolf Mother cover band.
Sounds like some weird, like, psycho...
at this point,
Bates
Wolf Mother is a
Motel.
Wolf Mother cover.
Wow. Yeah.
Fair.
Wolf Mother now is covering Wolf Mother from
They could have called their
2006.
first album Greatest Hits, because I don't think they had a second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made some more albums, but none of them have been.
That explains why I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
fallen off the radar. So one is called A Fistful of Darkness,
Nice.
and the other is simply called Fist.
I like Fistful of Darkness. It's got a sort of Western vibey feeling to it, but it could really be anything. I will go for A Fistful of Darkness.
Okay.
Is it Fist or F-I-S-T?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So it's an acronym.
Female
That'd be
Italians stealing tarantulas.
Ah, nailed it!
I'm out.
Got him one. Yeah. Nope. It's part of the new wave of indie RPGs where it's just hyper specific concepts.
You're an Italian woman.
It's gotten to the point where I expect to see on itch.io anytime now like a $7 PDF where it's like, you play the game as me, the person who wrote the game. You know, here's my character sheet. Here's my blood type. Like, you know.
But it's a game for like up to 5 players.
Exactly, yeah.
And you're all playing the developer.
There is a
Yeah. Like
ev-
Johnny?
everyone is John or something like that. Yeah.
Where you're literally fighting for control to play the single character.
Yeah, there's one
Story.
character and everybody's one of the voices in John's head.
Oh my god.
It's the closest thing to a Disco Elysium game.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's not quite there, but it's stepping in the direction.
Okay, so
I remember
that's
talking about that game.
that's one for A Fistful of Darkness.
I will second Fistful of Darkness.
A Fistful of Darkness. Okay.
Let's do it.
Well, even though it's Fist.
So you go with Fist.
Oh, there you go.
2-1.
I'll go with Fist too.
You also go with
No,
Fist.
it's a different game. It's Fist 2.
2.
Fist.
Sequel.
The sequel hasn't been made yet, so you're gonna have to go with Fist 1.
Okay, it's 2-2.
This is the problem with having an even number of people.
Yeah.
I'll go Fist.
Okay.
So you want a Fist? Got it.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Oh, boy.
this side of the
Oh,
table
my.
is
Who else wants to be
all for
fisted?
fisting.
Yeah. Who's into fisting?
Half the table. Confirmed.
Wait, no, I did. No, I'm kidding.
Giving or receiving?
Fair question.
Yes.
Both?
Fair question.
Yes.
For both possibilities of the verb fisting.
I'm sorry, Maria.
So are we playing Legend of Five Rings? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
It has exactly the number of fingers for rings.
One for each.
One
Yeah.
ring per finger.
Yeah.
Although the thumb ring is going
Makes
to
a
be
fist.
an interesting one.
It's okay if you
some
tie
butter
it
on
up,
that.
then Jason will just make the choice. It's not a big
That's
deal.
true. I have to break the tie because
As I have done
Really
many
tough.
times with a web pole.
yes.
Yeah. Why don't you just take? Cause I don't.
So your choice is you
No
choose.
vote.
You abstain. Okay.
Well, that leaves 3-2 then.
Yeah.
Well, technically, Fist is the winner because 3 people voted.
Yeah.
I
Abstain.
was trying to skip the part where I say, well, I'm interested in Fist of Darkness, so
Well, you
Well,
just
then say that.
you
Oh,
just-
say
Okay.
that.
All right. Okay. So that.
Okay, so that's 3
Okay,
to 3.
now it's
All right.
us.
Okay. Then from here, let me lay down a little bit more detail.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Sway some votes.
Who's going to be turncoat?
Okay. So
Yeah, I changed my mind.
it's split. You only get to vote once. Voting twice is a failure.
Okay, Fistful of Darkness. Reload.
So Fist
Recap.
is a game that is. I will try to be as vague but as flavorful as possible. Okay. So Fist is Metal Gear Solid
Oh, stay Fist.
You just changed Stephen's mind.
plus
I mean, it depends.
the A team, plus Doom Patrol.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, Kyle is definitely staying with Fist.
I don't think I'm familiar with Doom
I'm
Patrol.
voting twice. Is that illegal?
Yes,
Apparently,
it was
it
definitely
fucking
felony.
is now.
Ugh. I mailed in a vote yesterday. Can I still vote again
No,
today?
'cause-
Yeah,
The digital vote,
You just have to take
I
one
never
of the
got
dog's
that.
votes.
We'll never get there. A Fistful of Darkness is
did it in 10 days.
Red Dead Redemption 1 plus
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead, no.
Plus,
Let me see. Gun, what a pull.
man, that's been a
I
while.
remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Subtract Sunset Riders. I don't know.
Oh,
That's what there we go.
Are you guys familiar with the Sandman Slim series of books?
Yes.
not really.
No.
Okay, not as helpful. All right.
It's hopeful me.
Red Dead Redemption 1 plus Constantine.
Okay.
Anytime you play pull that Constantine card, I'm in.
Plus Blades in the Dark.
Ooh,
Fuck.
I love Blades in the Dark.
Well,
So those are the two options. One is Fist. the other is
So,
a Fistful.
so instead of naming our group for quite a few hours, it's building the heist.
we knew this was coming. Yeah,
Francis.
but I mean that's the game is building the heist.
Well, the game is doing the heist, and then in the middle of it,
building the heist.
building the heist.
Okay, well, we know Kyle is keeping his vote.
So you're
Because
staying with
all
Fistful.
the things you listed off for Fist, he was like,
Oh,
yes.
I thought, yeah, okay. You guys voted Fist, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you say Metal Gear Solid, do we include the whole ridiculous socio-political overtones, or are those not necessarily included?
Optional.
If they were required, you'd get my vote.
We can make it. We can make it so.
The premise of the game. Tell you what, I'm going to read you.
Cannot hide in a cardboard box for a whole scene.
You can do that in any game where cardboard is invented.
All right.
So
Cool.
That's fair.
Awesome. New tactic.
Is there going to be a guy spinning revolvers on his fingers ridiculously?
For at least a minute.
if you so choose. So
Are we required to use the Polygon Kojima Name Generator game?
Ooh.
I think if we're playing Fist, yes,
Yes.
required.
That should sell it. That should sell it.
That is selling it a bit.
I'm not familiar with this.
It's just like
It's
a
just-
7-page form. It's fine.
It's,
Oh my god.
So this is the logline for Fist, right? In the second half of the 20th century, the great powers compete for military supremacy on the world stage. A team of misfits, dreamers, fighters, and government lab rats who have fallen out of the bottom of society are reborn as soldiers of fortune navigating a web of intrigue and conspiracy. Perhaps your prime minister has been psychically attacked in his sleep. Perhaps your top scientists have disastrously opened a gate to another dimension. Perhaps your enemies are on the cusp of perfecting robotic superweapons, astral projection, or biological warfare. For the right price, those misfits can help. When you're all out of options, it's time to call Fist.
I think I played that character on Stars Without Numbers.
Maybe.
We might have.
I mean, having recently finished the Controls AWE expansion,
Yeah, play that at some point.
it good, but always feels like it's a little short. But again, it's an expansion, so surprise.
Well, okay, so is anyone changing their vote?
I want to hear more about the...
Yeah, let's hear
Fistful
the
of
other
Darkness.
side before
Sure.
I make the
Yeah.
move. But I'm pretty swayed by Fist at this point, admittedly.
So we're going to hear these both, and then just enough people is going to change the...
Yep.
It's even again.
Yeah.
It's required.
This is what happens when you give a dog a squeaky toy and then take it away when people come over so he can't squeak it during the game.
Yeah.
They
That's a new
become
way to squeak.
squeaker.
Yeah, he becomes a squeaker. I don't know if we better just to give him a squeaky toy back.
No, not change.
From an auditory point of view, I think this is better because it is not as loud.
Yeah, it's a little bit dimmer.
It's a little dimmer. It's probably easier if I was to edit to scrub it out.
To flatten it.
Yeah. Whereas the squeaky toy might be a lot harder to work with.
It'll peak a lot.
Yeah, I think it would peak a lot more.
Leon
I don't know what it would do through this foam.
Leon goes after Squeaky Toy's heart.
Okay.
Goes to destroy
So this is
on the rain slick precipice of darkness.
we're on the right side. Part
Part 2. Yeah.
Penny Arcade's on the rain slick precipice of darkness.
Yeah.
The old ones say that some things are better left uncovered, and Hellstone is definitely such a thing.
Are left uncovered?
Mm-hmm.
You heard?
You ruined it.
The guy who wrote this is German, so
Okay.
Fair. The translation can be a little off.
like the original box of Pandora was found deep in the earth, and now there's no way of undoing it. You think the gold rush turned men into greedy monsters? Think again, because now we have all that and the real thing. Monsters and demons, spirits and ghosts, mutants and undead soulless killers. Hordes of them hunting in the night, ravaging the countryside, and swarms of living nightmares attacking from the skies. Beware, traveler, no road's safe anymore. They're coming from the mines. They're coming from underground maws, spawned into the dark where Hellstone is found.
Sounds like Deadlands without Deadlands.
The elders and wise ones are sure the final days are upon us, that Hellstone is the first omen of a grim doom. The 4 horsemen will come. The white, the red, the black, and the pale horse, along with their riders, will end existence and bring judgment and redemption. It's obvious that Hellstone plays a crucial part in this, but the greedy ones are too blind to see. Does your posse recognize those signs, or are you too busy climbing to the top at the expense of your fellow people?
Seriously, is this Deadlands where they just changed the Ghost Rock to Hellstone?
I mean, Ghost Rock wasn't bad, right? It was just like
It
super
screamed when you
cold.
burn it.
Yeah. But
Well, what doesn't? I would argue.
Yeah.
Tibetan monks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
End of list.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, that got dark.
Mm.
It's a reality. They do it
true.
themselves.
Well, I'm not changing my vote.
Who's changing? Anybody? Steven.
They both sound fun. Admittedly, I'm in much more of a fist mood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Much more ready to fist.
Fist, yeah. Are you prepared? Old video game titles.
What?
Press the start button and just get fisted.
No.
What is it doing?
There it is.
And then
The only company
They
brave
went in a really avant-garde
this is why the
direction.
Dreamcast ain't working right now.
I see. Does it star Knuckles?
Yes, it would have to.
Fist
Yeah.
featuring Knuckles.
Got at least 4 of them.
You take the bombs off, please. Because Leon won't shut up, and I'm tired of listening to it. So at least give me like a 5-minute break.
Come on, boys, let's go outside.
Go. You too.
Yeah.
No, I was talking to Leon.
Okay, so that is. So it sounds like everybody's going for fist. As a general consensus.
Enough are going for this.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
Okay, go outside.
Okay, so we will do fist.
Go.
Some people do, yes.
Quiet you.
Excuse me. I don't know what's going to be worse. Zoe later coming and going, Mom, what's fisting? Or when she's old enough to understand it and just be really grossed out.
Or when she's
Plates
like,
in the dark all over
why
again.
could you guys talk about fisting earlier?
Ow, what? Is my head in your way?
Yes,
You could have just asked me to move.
I did.
You shoved a remote in my ear.
Yeah, that was the second.
That's the universal signal for a
That was
move.
the second request.
You move head now.
Why are you Shrek?
Why are you Mike Myers circa my
So
I swear I married an axe murderer?
That's what it was. That's what he yells at the kid. Aberman.
Oh,
Mighty Ducks.
the dad, yeah.
Yeah. You head move now. He's like, oh, the boy's got a head like a. That's not so. Making fun of the kids like head size.
Okay. I shall print some character sheets and we will fist.
Oh,
The arithmetic.
You guys asked for this. I mean,
we did.
What, did the
I
other
wasn't
one not
complaining.
have printed character sheets?
I haven't printed anything yet because I didn't know which one.
Yeah,
I wanted
see,
to
that's
print
what I
off.
figured.
Printer ink is expensive.
That's true.
That's true.
And printing is time consuming when the printer fails.
Not to mention, it was like 6 fucking months before I could find color ink for my printer.
Wow.
Sometimes it's cheaper to buy a new
Just buy a
printer.
new printer,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then now they're coming out with like the starter ink is like pretty small.
Yeah. Somebody's
Dana.
starting to get wise to
Dana.
it.
Back when they had those like $20 Canon printers, I bought like 7 of those just because they keep running out of ink.
Oof.
Because the printer was literally cheaper than the black ink cartridge.
Mhm. You just end up with all these printers you
Waste.
don't know what to do with. Yeah.
Gotta love the innovations of capitalism.
Efficiency.
Laser printers are pretty good with toner.
Much Umbrella Academy.
How many
watch.
Got all the
Pages you can
episodes
print.
done, and then I was like, oh, it's 5 a.m. I should probably go to bed.
Season 1 or Season 2?
Season 1.
Season 2. So
Wasn't there somebody that did like an analysis
I like
of
season one.
here's what it would
Season
take
one- no,
to make a
season one
Splatoon
is
gun
good.
with
Season
printer
two.
ink, and it was like
I spent the whole-
insanely
I spent the
expensive.
whole season going,
Oh,
who's
yeah.
going to be a bad guy? Oh,
I
I'm
think
gonna be a
I,
bad guy.
I think I
Who's gonna
remember
be
a
bad
part of
guy?
that where they discovered that it
And
would
then
be
poof.
would
Okay.
literally be cheaper to make a gun that shoots human blood
Oh, yeah, no.
But I really
Human
like it.
blood is cheaper than ink.
than.
Yep.
I think Klaus would
Which
be my favorite.
then just reminds me of that
Is-
line that Heavy from TF2 has about
This gunfire is custom tooled.
it costs
Like
$500
$500,000
to fire this gun
for 1
1
second.
second.
2 days.
That's a lot about his
2
gun.
days.
Yeah, season 2 is really, really good.
I probably would have finished season 1 episode last night, but I really was doing homework assignments in between episodes. So. Until it got after midnight, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm just watching this show now. And I liked Hazel probably more than I should have. I really liked the movies. Loved him and Agnes.
He like shows up for like half a second in season 2 and then he's gone.
It's fine. Just saying what stood out to me so
He
far.
went to the future to live his life.
Yeah.
Get some finish.
I was really impressed with the kid who plays 5 though, because wow.
Yeah, there's a big call for him to play Robin in a Batman movie.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah.
He would be fucking great as
He
Robin.
would be. What is it? Son?
Just I know Francis
Would be powerful.
Francis eats. That's what he does. If they went to the bathroom, would you give them treats, please? Yeah.
Really?
They would have more reason to mind. I'm seriously thinking about sending Leon just to stay with my father.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
If he's 3 times as big, you know.
He's already fat, so
He's skinny down a little bit, but he's kind of regressed.
I feel like he's okay.
As most people.
You just find a new normal. That's all. Get comfy.
You find acceptance.
I have seen some fat dachshunds, and my dog's not even worth close. So
Oh, yeah.
he's good.
The real thing is, I have to find time to actually like exercise outside again, so he can go on walks regularly.
Yeah. We need to start working on getting our kittens used to harnesses.
Oh.
Don't,
you
put
do that
your,
with your cats?
don't force your kink on this.
They're gonna be kinky and they're gonna like it.
Oh no.
I have to report you.
It's called indoctrination. It's starting when they're young.
Did you watch The Terror, by the way? What channel was that on, Jason?
It's AMC, so it should be on Hulu.
It was really freaking good.
Yeah. Yep. I haven't seen the second season, but at the very least, the first season's really good. Hold on.
I'm waiting.
I get to season 2 of Cobra Kai and fall asleep.
That's the hard part about being back in school is like it takes.
You should probably pick an interesting show.
Cobra Kai is great.
I'm just
Like, I expected it to be stupid. I watched it back when it was on YouTube and shit, and I was like, this is gonna be dumb. It's just gonna be like nostalgia and really stupid. But it was like, oh, they actually turn it on its head and do a lot. enough nostalgia points to be like, oh, good, but not like
Feels
Not
a little
drowning it.
innovative.
yeah.
What is Cobra Kai? I'm not.
Karate Kid.
It's YouTube did like a not a remake, like a continuation of the Karate Kid story, but it's kind of
Sounds
like
good.
it's backwards. Yeah, it's Johnny Lawrence is this like fucking piece of shit nobody in town that everyone hates, and like Daniel LaRusso's this like car dealership cocky owner fucking dude. Because he's like, yeah, you know, won the karate tournament when I was a kid, and like things just took off for me, and John was just like, my life kind of went to shit, and he's trying to like he reopens Cobra Kai, and he's trying to do it the right way. Be like, hey, you know, you can have mercy. There's no such thing as no mercy. Well, Daniel's kind of a fucking dick.
Truly a go set a watchman of Karate Kid.
Still haven't read that one.
But then season 2 kind of evens out because Kreese comes back, weasels his way into Cobra Kai, and then Daniel reopens Miyagi-Do. So it's just like back and forth morality.
Sounds boring. Where's the fighting?
I don't think so.
Oh, there's lots of fighting.
Oh, good. 'Cause that's all I care about.
Steven, did you get one? Yeah.
Yep. Good to go. Let's get the D6 out.
D6 system or just
I mean, it says 2d6. I'm gonna assume.
I'm gonna get 3 out.
Just in case.
I guess I can pass it down. I realize
doesn't matter.
I'm hoarding it.
Everyone needs one eventually.
You just need 2d6. Unless you want to replace one of your d6 that is misbehaving.
I always take out more than 2 for that particular reason.
Yeah,
2d6. I always use these.
Wait, what the Yeah, what an essay. I got like 2 different ones. The other ones haven't shown up
Focus
yet.
messing up around my shoulder.
What the hell?
Well, you don't get very much purple with.
Yeah. The other ones are like inversed, I think. It's like purple.
By the way, FIST stands for Freelance Infantry Strike Team.
Oh, okay.
Not female Italians stealing tarantulas.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Changed my mind. Let's play the other one.
Well, it's too late.
Ah!
You've been outvoted now.
It's still pretty readable.
Hmm?
Oh, the director's name is crossed out.
You won't need.
You'll never know.
Don't worry about that.
The referee. Oh, back a little.
What time period is this? Like the 80s or
Cold War?
Huh? What?
I mean, that's the time for this kind of stuff. Let's find out.
70s?
1870s.
Yeah, the 1870s.
Woo!
That's right.
Woo!
Buddy.
Okay, so on the back of your ship, I should have a sheet now, right?
Mm-hmm.
The front is pretty simple. I mean, everything sort of below code name is what you fill out, right? Get your code name, you'll put some attribute numbers here, you'll jot down a role, pick some traits, and then jot down your inventory. It's pretty simple. So, here's how the game works. On the back, there should be a little
How to play.
how to play. Tells you what the attributes are like and what the results mean for your dice roll. So forceful is display of strength. Tactical is for intellectual stuff. Creative is for expressions of will. And reflexive is for dexterous movements. You'll roll 2d6. You'll add those numbers together and then add the attribute for the thing you're attempting.
Mm-hmm.
And then based on your result, it'll be a failure, a partial success, or a complete success. If you roll double sixes, you get a crit.
With a spectacular added bonus?
Yes, whatever that is.
Okay.
Attacking works the same, right? Roll to see if you succeed. If you do, you deal the damage listed. If you're being attacked, you get to roll to avoid or counter or whatever, and if you fail, you take damage from that. Your armor bonus is soak, right? So subtract it from the damage dealt.
Okay.
And if your HP goes to 0, you're dead.
Yay!
As it says at the bottom, there are no saving wars in war,
My friend.
my friend.
Well, that's nice.
So here's how to create a character, okay? You must pick 2 traits from the traits index, which is just, it's like 3 pages. So, let me give you a rundown of the traits. Okay? Akimbo. Armored. Berserker. Charm. Commando. Not what you think.
You sure?
Well, if you're thinking Arnold, then yes. If you're thinking free bowling, then no.
I don't know. Arnold Freeball.
Yeah, exactly.
Cyborg.
It's
Disguise.
just Terminator, right?
Basically.
Druid. Duelist.
Druid.
Fiend. Hacker.
No, more.
Heavyweight. Hypnosis. Illusion. Improvise. Interrogation. Karate. Lush. Medic. Mutant. Puppet Master. Projection. Pyromaniac. Sharpshooter.
Yeah, you look at me.
Sneak. Smoker. Snatcher. Sniper. Supply. Synthetic. Tactician. Telekinetic. Tripper. Veteran. And Xeno. So,
Xeno?
Is it alien?
Alien?
I will tell you what Xeno is. You do not look, think, or act like a human. You are clearly an alien and cannot blend into groups of humans.
Dope.
You get +1 creative, and you start with a laser pistol.
Nice.
Also dope.
So basically, you're going to pick 2 of these traits, and the idea is that the traits combined will tell you the kind of character that you've put together, right? Like, here's an obvious Metal Gear Solid reference. Here's a pre-made character, right? Red Fox. The traits for him are a cyborg and a duelist.
Okay.
Red Fox is a highly effective Kenyan sword fighter equipped with advanced Soviet bionics. So,
Yeah.
his inventory includes an exoskeleton and a beam katana.
Nice.
So, obviously
Yeah.
Gray Fox, right? From-
Yep. Leaning into
But
it.
Red Fox was already a guy.
No, not that one. No, not that one. Or maybe it is. I don't know.
Back that
Hey, I mean,
Drunken Monkey has the traits Karate and Lush. His inventory includes hand wraps and liquor bottles. See, so that
So if I take
I
the
think you just wrote
trait
your
Tripper,
character.
do I get a water bomb?
Tripper.
Yeah, what is
You are a
Or
hallucinogen enthusiast.
mushrooms. It's-
When you have some time to relax, you can drop a
Indeed,
tab to expand your consciousness and take +2 to your next creative roll. You get 1 use acid tab and -2 max HP.
is there like a sniper class?
Sniper. If you have prep time, the enemy is unaware of your presence and you remain stationary. If you do those things, you can roll 3d6 to attack and use the best 2 dice.
got those
If you
3 dice
succeed, you deal the maximum damage with your weapon. Start with a sniper rifle and you get +2 ranged damage.
So do you get 2 traits?
2 traits.
out. Take 2.
Sniper and a veteran.
Sniper vet. I'm not going for fireman.
I just really like dogs.
Huh?
Sniper vet.
Huh.
I mean, Sniper Wolf, so perfectly on brand.
So, veteran is, whenever you enter a new area, you can ask the referee if there's hidden danger and get an honest answer. You start with an assault rifle, and you have +1 armor at all times. Now I will move this right here.
Robert, I see
Take
you
a look.
laughing at my pain over there.
At the traits.
Just had a lot of family time today. Not Jason, my sister and my daughter. I'm very done.
He does not understand.
No, he does not.
So there's the first page of the traits. Take a look.
I love you very much, but you need to go down. Thank you.
Like I said, there are 3 other pages, so let me know when you want to
Okay.
flip over. And you'll pick 2 of these, and the text will tell you specifically like an ability of yours, right, which you'll jot down. And then things you start with, which may be like a subtraction or an addition to one of the attributes, and usually a piece of inventory.
Is there any way for you to pull this easily up on your iPad so I don't have to read upside down? If there's not, I'll just read upside down.
Okay, I'll be armored heavyweight. I'll be basically
Nice,
Big guy.
the tank.
Doom guy
Nice.
or like
Vulcan Raven.
Juggernaut.
You gotta have a minigun if you're doing that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Berserker gets the Gatling gun.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah, dang.
But with the heavyweight, you at least get a shotgun, so you're Doom guy, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Why getting that?
Here's your special
Francis.
trait.
Really just
Your
went
own
out?
special pad.
I know where you sleep.
Not anymore. Now that you told me that.
This apartment's only so big, buddy.
I'm gonna walk out in the morning and find Jason up in a tree.
I would
be up
pay
there.
to see him climb a tree, but like right now.
If I have to.
6. Plus 5.
Like I said, this is just page 1, so
Yeah, you're getting the feel for things. Commando is tempting just because you get a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
well, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Yeah. I was thinking that.
Makes tactical espionage action maybe a little bit difficult to pull off, but
And I'm assuming it's like a one-shot kind of thing.
no.
Just keep launching.
You're a commando
Ah,
from the film Commando.
Commando.
But -2 when you aren't fighting alone. That's
Oh.
the setback.
It's rough.
+1 to damage rolls to fight extremely large opponents.
Holy shit!
Hacker gets an energy drink.
I'm just reading Snatcher, and wow. Okay, you are an alien poorly puppeteering a technically dead human body.
What?
You kill with a touch. If you do not consume one human brain without anyone finding one out once per session, you will melt into a puddle and die.
Go with that.
Dang.
Are you volunteering your character's
That
brain?
requires a sort of ruthlessness, which I do not think it exists.
I don't possess, no. I have many things. I don't think ruthless is one of them.
I'm good with this page, so whenever we're ready.
Yeah, I'm good.
Druid is an interesting idea. Improvise is always a fun one.
I know, right? I was thinking about improvise and sharpshooter.
Ooh. Just across the room.
Hurl a stick. Got it.
Got him.
Kobe.
Not anymore.
Ooh. Still too soon.
Hypnosis. You cannot speak. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, I read that. I thought that was kind of cool.
That's a nice way
you're in
to
permanent
cut it
state
down a
of
bit.
hypnosis. Okay. Nutrient slurry.
Mmm, delicious.
I mean,
Strappy leather harness.
is anyone else thinking of taking medic?
I might.
Thinking about it, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm half tempted to just be like, all right, I'll be our pyromaniac and just build something out of that.
You're burned all over.
I know.
You'll be Pyro Bison from Metal Gear Ghost Babel.
I know I'm
Which
going
is
to
on the
take
Game Boy Color.
sharpshooter. I just don't know what else.
Sharpshooter. Okay.
I was thinking of maybe doing druid and medic. Those feel like they go together nicely.
Pretty sure I'm gonna do projection.
Let me know if anybody wants more coffee, by the way.
Oh, that is great. For
The puppet
pyro.
master gets a strappy leather harness.
A... If there's something flammable nearby, you can always ignite it.
Well, it gets the strappy leather harness because it is riffing off of Psycho Mantis from MGS when it was in like a body glove and then also had like a leather harness on and a gas mask.
Yeah.
So
To keep the psychic influence out.
I guess you like Castlevania. The shtick was that in the PS1, like there was coded into the game where Psycho Mantis would read the contents of your memory card
Oh.
Yeah.
and then check. Like if there was like a Konami game or something like that, especially, it would be like he would call it out. You're like, oh, you like
Nice.
Castlevania?
In the original, or did it take until Twin Snakes where they did the thing where you had to switch?
No, you can do that in the original. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So you controlled him if you switched the thing out?
Well, he would like read you
You
the
could-
movements or whatever, and you
Yep.
could change. You could unplug it from P1 to P2 to like get him to not.
be able to
Be
read
able
you
to
for a
read
little
you,
bit. Yeah.
It's actually a really neat Kojima-esque thing to do in the 90s. You know,
You try to shoot him and he's just like dodging all your moves, and you're like,
Until
"How?
you-
you just can't."
How?
And
and you just unplug it, plug it in, like, wait a minute.
plug into second player, and you're like, it works.
You
now.
feel like a fucking genius.
Genius Kojumbo.
That's
they
the
Is
say.
it 2 when he makes you reset the game?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
yeah.
2, like you can't fight him until you reset the game.
One of the things I always loved was in Snake Eater, third game. There's a boss battle that you can have, I should say, with an old man, right?
Yeah.
And if you just like,
The end.
yeah, it's called the end. So if you wait long enough, he'll just die of old age,
Yep.
and you'll just skip that boss
I
battle.
remember that one.
Yeah,
I think it's a full week of real time.
something like
But
that.
you can just change the
The
game.
system clock.
System
Yeah.
clock, yeah.
Which is still a brilliant thing when you're like, if it's just too hard of a fight and people end up
He's not
like
that hard
putting
of
it
a
on the
fight,
shelf for a bit. He's really not.
That's
It's
fucking wild.
it's irritating, but yeah, it's not hard. You're constantly chasing him down, and he's throwing flashbangs and running away.
And that, of course, includes the famous 20-hour ladder climb.
Oh,
Yeah. While listening to Snake Eater.
Snake Eater. Yeah.
You take
Such a
sneak.
great song.
What'd you say?
The sharpshooter sneak.
Nice.
I don't care.
I'm ready for the next page if anybody else is.
I'm ready.
Has anybody taken Puppet Master?
No, I really thought about it though.
Because I might just go Pyromaniac Puppet Master and just
Oh boy.
just
wonder how that
embrace it. Yeah.
You're gonna
Just
you're gonna
imagine.
take over someone, then light them on fire,
Have them light
and
something on
have
fire.
them be
Yes.
the living bomb.
Oh.
No, more so have them lighting fires
Oh.
and stuff like that.
You can also.
But
fit
then while you
easily
were
fit in
puppeting
small
them,
containers like barrels and cardboard
Oh, it
boxes.
burns. Fuck now. So let's see. You can use an implant to command somebody's brain by rolling the forceful. If you succeed, they have no choice but to follow it. Strappy leather harness. Hell yes. We're doing it.
I mean, as soon as I read strappy leather harness, I was like, oof, I'm half sold.
Yep.
Anyone else want the iPad to stare at their options?
I'll take it.
Okay. Do you mind passing that to Maria?
Thank you.
That is not the Kojima form.
No.
I'm ready
You have
for the next
failed.
page whenever it
Oh
is.
yes, we we'll do the Kojima for it. Absolutely, we have to.
All right, I
Okay,
better start
now give
bringing
me-
that up. It's
now
going
give
to
me a
take
shitty
one.
Fire Owl.
Fire Owl.
Well, obviously you'll just have to switch
Yeah.
with Steve.
I have fire copyright, so
So
Supply is kind of funny.
next page.
Yeah.
Right?
You know secret frequencies and can use your radio to get any item delivered in a pinch. However, there will be a catch, like an inconvenient pickup spot or a fault with the item.
Ask for the Fulton to come by and drop
Yep.
the thing.
Sneak talks about fitting easily into barrels and cardboard boxes, so I
excellent.
appreciate that.
Figure out your Kojima name with my simple 11-page worksheet. There it is.
Fucking love Brian.
It's so good. I think it's all built around D6
It is.
for the times you have to roll. Oh, jeez. This will literally be longer than character creation.
That will be the game. Is everyone
Yep.
going through and making their Kojima name?
Look, you already committed to the Kojima Name Generator.
I mean, they set your expectations immediately with roll a d6. On a 1 through 5, you have one name. On a 6, you have one name plus 6 other alternative names. Immediately. If you rolled a 6, you must do this worksheet 6 more times. You do not need to complete sections 1 to 3 on subsequent name generations.
The infinite names.
Oh.
It's Kojima's jam.
Yeah. Just keeps going.
Well, obviously, some parts of this sheet are pure comedy and not meant to actually
Yeah.
generate
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Section 8. Horny name. Kojima's characters and stories are
No.
irrevocably horny, weirdly horny, sure, but horny nonetheless.
There's a part about the worst joke you've ever told or the most embarrassing moment you've ever
Yeah.
had.
Cool name, violent name. Name that lacks subtext. Explaining your name. Kojima characters know that their names are meaningful, and they will tell you it completely unprompted. You too must explain your name to any potential friends, foes, or shadowy government institutions. Use the following blank to fill in your monologue. Explain your Kojima name to the best of your abilities. Section 3, number 21. What is something you enjoy watching Mads Mikkelsen do?
Everything.
21A.
That's also Hideo Kojira's answer.
21A. Please condense it into one word.
Everything. God, man, that man is just beautiful.
Yeah. I love how he managed to save the latest episode despite not really getting an answer.
Right. About the punchy pit?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's it called? A punchy pit?
Take both medic and druid. I get a net -1 max hit points.
It's just because it's nice.
Except that one time I was really loud eating popcorn.
Cool.
This single. I remember she was literally like,
Yeah, let's just go with it.
Can you go back to the first page real fast?
Yep.
I just want to make sure.
Occasionally I feel real guilty because I have a problem with hearing mouth noises. And, yeah.
Talking?
No, like when people are eating.
I mean, some people it is when they're
Listening to
talking.
Can't hear words?
No, I don't.
Not like the
I don't
airplane drinking
listening to
problem.
people. Chew. It grosses me out.
No.
Like that. I'm just giving you an
I'm
example.
dealing psychic damage to 2 people at this table.
Nice.
Hey, Zoe.
I'm just waiting to hear ministry. from this.
They're on water.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's in there at some point.
Because Leon is.
How long did you know? Is it because he thumped it into the ground again?
Yep, and then lined at it.
Where does our max HP go?
What's that?
Where's our HP go?
In the corner somewhere. I'm sure.
What is our max HP if we don't have any
Oh,
modifiers?
right.
All characters have max HP equal to 12 plus forceful plus reflexive.
Okay. So we'll figure that out in a bit.
Do we start with like 1 in every attribute? Or
Nope,
0?
all your attributes start at 0.
Okay.
And your 2 traits will tell you
If any of them.
what to go if they go up or down.
Okay.
So I'm at 13, I think, for each one. Because I only have 1 stat modifier. Force.
So they all start at 0
And then your 2 traits should tell you if any of them go up or down.
and mine are all 0.
Alright, well, there you go. So in that case, your HP is 12. But again, some of the traits are like -2 max HP or +2 max
Yeah.
HP.
Yep.
So you
Pop
gotta
it
pay
back.
Mine are all HP related.
Okay, well then you should have 12 plus whatever the bonuses are. Right.
Oh, wait, I'm -2 reflexive. I forgot to write that one down.
-2 reflexive?
Yeah.
All I have,
He's a chunky
I have 0 in all my
That's for the
attributes, and I
armor.
have a -1 in my max HP.
So what is the,
I
was
just have
reflexive a
+1
part of
forceful.
HP?
Yeah, forceful
Yeah.
and reflexive.
Okay, forceful and
12
reflexive.
plus forceful plus reflexive.
Okay, so I'm at 11.
11 as well.
I got 13.
Nice.
I was at 13 until I realized I had -2 reflexive.
Both things I picked gave me +1 to reflexive, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got a +1 to reflexive and +1 to tactical.
I wanted to try not to be so squishy and die.
See,
We'll see how that goes.
Hi, Francis.
I was going to go with Creek for.
I'm realizing
for
I
my
have no
coordinator.
combat capabilities.
This is fine.
You just hide in the back.
Anyone could pick up a rock and be like, "Ugh." So, you're good.
I guess I can tell animals to do things, so I can like, hey, you birds, go swarm this person.
Isn't that more Vulcan Ravens?
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, I think he has the crows kind of attack you.
Well, they don't attack, I don't necessarily think, but they do definitely erase his body when you kill him.
Yeah.
They just sort of...
He's just gone.
He's just gone. They don't eat him. He's gone.
Doesn't even the minigun disappear?
I think the minigun stays. I think that stays. But the body's definitely gone. So just like your attributes, your armor starts at 0 as well. And if you get any armor from your traits, obviously that armor value replaces the 0. Right.
Yeah, at least they have 2 armor.
Armor doesn't stack, by the way. So if you do get better armor somehow later, you just use that now instead of the other. It doesn't stack.
Good thing I've got a strappy leather harness to protect me.
Yeah.
Or at least like 3 bits of you.
Yep.
It's a good thing I didn't go the other way. I think I didn't get 2 things of armor.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, both traits that you picked have armor with them.
Oh, well, yeah. But if one piece of armor gets shredded somehow, then, you know.
Gonna back up.
So we're going driving?
I mean, this basically feels like the late 90s, early 2000s to me.
Yeah, this feels very like 90s and then 80s.
I was this is really late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Really.
To me,
Right.
when I found this type of
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because industrial and Eurobeat.
Oh, yeah. It was a little earlier than when I found it, for sure.
But this is also like dark wave and
Yeah.
goth rock and stuff like that. So it sort of has sort of straddles that line.
Okay.
'Cause even industrial wasn't
Steven, did you need to see
super
the tablet?
popular.
No, I'm good.
80s.
Okay.
Yeah, I just needed
Has everybody
to
got
get
their
damages and
trait
stuff down.
information in there?
Yep.
Remember that your traits sometimes give you
Items.
abilities too, like the actual text says.
What about roll?
We're about to do that. Let you calm down.
Yeah, you just.
I
did
accidentally
this.
put my code name in my roll.
No,
so.
that's not where that goes. There's a codename section. Fool.
But I mean, it could also be my role.
Wonderful.
Krieg is war.
No,
you know.
there's specifically roles that you pick.
That's not
If
a
you've
name.
waited.
You gotta have an animal in there somewhere. It don't count.
Yep.
Unless you're playing a female character, and then it has to be something like delicate.
Delicate.
Or flaming or...
Delicate Krieg.
No, it's just
That
delicate.
really,
The gentle war.
that's very striking because
Yeah. He doesn't have soft hands for such a large guy carrying a minigun.
he has soft hands while he's choking me to death.
He moisturized.
Yeah,
Shea butter.
yeah, your minigun always smells faintly of shit. Incredible,
Dying, but is that Jasmine? Ah!
incredible. That's the perfect character. Yeah.
Just choking a guy out. It's like, wow,
Yeah,
that's
oh,
really.
wow, it's, oh, yeah, it feels
soft.
Yeah.
It's a little parody, man.
So,
Worth it.
Where'd you get that?
so everybody should have their 2 traits,
Mm-hmm.
should have their attribute values now,
Yep.
and should have any equipment that the traits gave, right?
Yep.
All characters start with an optional pistol in their inventory.
Thank
What
God.
if we don't take it?
It's
Then you don't
optional.
have one.
Alright.
I mean,
Sure.
I'll take it.
I already got 2 guns. I don't.
I only have one.
I
I'll
think
take
I'll
it.
pass, even though I don't have a weapon.
Okay, make
Seems
it
like
difficult
a-
for yourself. That's fine.
Idea.
Well, I do have telekinesis.
You could hit them with the gun.
Yeah, you can throw the gun. It's your mind.
Throw the guns.
Take the bullets out and then just.
But then I can only control bullets, because you can only control one thing with your telekinesis.
I'd
Yeah,
rather
all right.
con-
Well, just unload the
I'd
magazine.
rather
and
control the bullets than the gun.
When the bullets are gone, then you chuck the gun and then the magazine. That's
Now, when
8. That's 8 attacks.
When it says one
At the very
thing, Is that like
At a
I can
time?
only telekinetically move wood, or
Yeah.
okay, just do guns.
Metal.
Metal.
Just
Be
throw your own
fun.
gun and take the guns of
do
other
guns.
people
Yeah.
and beat them
Anytime
with
someone
the
else
gun.
has a gun, just take it out of their hand.
Tornado!
Just do guns.
You become the perfect Kojima
You've
statement.
broken the game.
Yeah. The perfect Kojima statement of like anti-violence. If you wield a gun, it will be used
Yes,
against
this character takes guns and uses the guns to hurt the gun wielders.
Quit hitting
It's so
yourself.
Peace in our time.
You know, I was going to do blood, but now I'm going to do that.
It's just crazy enough that it's like it makes perfect sense.
It's like low-key X-Men Magneto characterization.
I don't
from
think,
30 years ago, but-
I don't think we should just do. I don't think your telekinesis should just work on guns.
Firearms? Is that
Gunpowder.
I'm fine with metal.
Is
But
that
like
too broad? Does it have to be iron?
guns is too specific.
No, it says you could do something really specific.
Does it? It's okay. Well then, fine. You guns. You have chosen guns.
Oh boy.
Let's see. You have telekinetic control over any one substance of your choice.
Only
could be
dark
something-
sodas? I don't know.
Substance.
It could
Guns
be
isn't a
something
substance, though.
Weird
simple,
choice.
like water or metal, or something more stoic, like blood of flies.
Butterflies.
Well, it's clearly a substance. Guns are not a substance.
Flies aren't a substance either.
So
Blood
what
of flies.
No,
so
it says
what I'm-
blood or flies.
So what I'm hearing
Okay.
is gunmetal
Yes.
is the perfect in between.
Okay, fine.
Okay, follow-up question. Will it affect our guns? as
Probably.
well?
If it goes wrong, sure.
Well, it's made of plastic.
Oh, Robert.
There are no plastic guns here.
The Glock is
Oh,
mostly
yeah.
plastic. I think they basically got it just down to like the firing pin and
Have Nerf guns been invented yet?
the spring.
Yes.
Put
Yes.
thumbtacks instead of the tip.
Oh,
Oh, hold on.
no.
Staple gun.
There was a video about that. It's like, then you take this orange thing off and you eat it. And then it cut. Like you
It
put
does
in,
that like in the mouth cut.
put in the thumbtack, and you clearly see an edit where there was like another step, and I think it was putting the thumbtack in the mouth.
Yeah, Nerf guns are totally a thing.
Awesome.
All right.
And then you fire it. Fires into like, oh!
Oh.
So, okay. So those are the traits, right? Does everybody have their max HP and all that stuff?
Yep.
Should have that ready to go.
Can't wait to die immediately.
No, that's my job.
Big competition.
You are literally Die Hardman. Or Die Quickman.
That quick. Alex soon dead.
Aunt gonna bite it?
Yep. I love that small little bit from Thumb Wars.
Okay, so now that you've got your optional pistol, you've got your inventory, you can always carry as many items as you want, but you can only equip one weapon at a time.
Cool.
Okay. The attributes are 0, and they get modified, right?
What's the damage on the,
Pistol.
Oh, it's 1d6.
Nice.
That optional pistol is 1d6. Your armor is 0, unless, again, it gets modified. Right? Doesn't stack. Max HP is 12, plus forceful, plus reflexive. Okay?
Forceful, reflexive, -2.
Now you pick a role. Your role is something your character always wants to do. You can't choose a role someone else already has.
Oh. So now we fight.
You just have to go in order of who you like best and go down the list.
Here are the roles. Avenger, Chessmaster, Crusader, Gladiator, Icon, Punk, Repentant, Scholar, and Wildcard.
Wild card, bitches.
Yeah, I know.
That's fair.
Do you got like a barrel of gasoline or cut the brake
No,
on?
I'm a sniper. I'd probably be a little more low key than wild card. I think.
Chessmaster sounds kind of right.
Chessmaster.
Trying to do with absolute power. Advance of something you did brought you closer to holding a position
I want to be an icon.
of extreme power over a large group of people.
Oh, I'm going with punk.
Nice.
Yeah, that
I mean,
seems fitting.
I'm probably gladiator.
Does that fit your delicate side, or?
I'm sorry, Francis.
And my warrior is just the Juggernaut. Like mine.
Of the comics?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
That's why I was going to go with Blitz as another codename.
I'll take Avenger.
Wait, only the most honorable of tactics? Oh.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like if you take Puppet Master, that's immediately out.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Avenger if everybody's cool with that.
Sure.
Go for it.
Okay.
I guess I'll go with Crusader.
What's your crusade?
Just hates the Jews.
Ooh,
It's a weird choice, but that's...
feels bad.
Yeah.
It's
Describe
thinking
an
non-
ethical ideal.
I'm
you
thinking
hold dear.
nonviolence. That fits with the other
Okay.
two things that I've picked.
You're gonna have some coworker troubles.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that everybody else can't be violent. It's I'm dedicated to it.
I'm reminded of this video I watched about horrible Magic the Gathering cards. And there was
I thought you were
one-
going to say horrible Magic the Gathering players.
That's just
is a
everyone.
call
It would
out.
make
There
you-
we go.
Be too long a video.
But there was a card called Cleanse, and the text was destroy all black creatures.
Right.
What?
Yeah, of course.
I think I remember the art for it.
Look, obviously it's
reference.
obviously it is not an inflammatory card. It's just
I mean, I
Ubisoft
know what they
would
were
like to
going
speak
for.
with you about
but
that.
They missed.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
yeah, but that card was probably developed in the '90s when the sort of cultural sensitivity was not as strong as it was then.
Still, it's hinting at something a bit deeper there. That's
I mean, it's not hinting. It's just.
well, I'm being way too generous. in my
That card is not. There was nothing intentional about that card.
It's just editing.
It was just like there were a bunch of white guys that was to the coast at the time. There probably still are, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like this doesn't seem bad.
It flew over the HR.
They don't even
testing.
notice it, right? Because they're insulated or whatever. If the text of the card, if the
All black creatures in play are destroyed. 1994.
yeah,
Okay.
that sounds actually that doesn't sound as bad. If it said something like lynch all black creatures, that at that point I'd be
Oh
like,
yeah, that would
you've
then
made a
be
serious mistake. You should probably be sued.
Because I do remember some with some like terrible
The
art.
art, there's some
Yeah.
art that just sucks.
That one wasn't bad, but I think there was one earlier the same that used. Yeah, invoke prejudice.
That's clearly a Klansman.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Again, it's just stupid white people not knowing any better.
Ubisoft would like to speak with you about this.
They want a crib off of you. Oof.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't know. It's not political. We're too stupid to understand politics.
Ubisoft, no. Okay, so we have a Crusader, a Gladiator, a Icon, a Punk,
An Avenger.
and an Avenger. Okay.
So we have Chessmaster,
Repentant.
Repentance,
Scholar.
and Scholar, yeah. And wild card? Do we have a wild card?
No, because... Oh, you picked Icon, didn't you?
Yeah.
So wildcard is also available.
Okay. We'll go with Repentant.
I have burned too many people.
It's
I haven't
not
burned
the
enough
burning. I would lean into more the puppet mastery side of things.
God, do you think it would ever be possible to make like a tabletop RPG based on Silent Hill?
Horror is hard to do. Tabletop RPG, I think so.
I feel like everything with Silent Hill is just so like intricate and just like tied to the characters themselves.
Yeah,
that
I
you would
don't
have to
think-
get like the characters ahead of time
I don't
and
think
then
I could do it.
yeah, write something from there.
It would,
Also, auditory has a lot to do with
yeah.
ambiance
Yeah.
for Silent Hill, particularly.
Good horror setups require a lot more out-of-game prep. It's something that, like, even one-offs are going to be at least 2 sessions.
Now, could you jury rig a system to play a one-shot in Silent Hill where everybody has already created a character and gotten some stuff together? Yes.
Yep.
Like a system designed to do that? No.
No.
It's such a singular vision, and there's such, like, particularity to it. that,
Yeah.
I mean, you'd basically be making a toolkit.
But even that wouldn't be enough. Because you would need the right players, you would need...
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. That's always going to be...
You would need the right tools.
That's always going to be the problem.
And the elements of Silent Hill are so particular that it goes against the natural tabletop credo of, like, make the character that you want to play.
Yeah.
So
It leans into more of the role-playing. than
role
the
being
game.
singular, you play
Yeah.
one role
Yeah.
in this game.
Yep, than the game side of things.
Right.
Okay.
So everybody have a
Think we're all
role?
good? Yep.
Cool.
Sounds like it.
Alright. Alrighty then.
Oh, I wrote that under codename. Whoops.
You did the reverse of what I did.
So finally, you choose a code name. Pick a code name for yourself that fits who you are and what you do. Also, pick a real name, but never tell anyone what it is, not even the referee, until you have the perfectly intimate and dramatic moment.
Is that
Nice.
really in there?
It literally, I've read the text here, it literally says that.
Verbatim.
That's awesome.
So we for real going to go to Kojima Name Generator? Yeah.
I'm not doing 11 pages of this.
I'm not suggesting that. What I am saying is that... Okay, so you don't have to jot all this down, but keep it in mind, because we're all going to go through it. Okay? You have one name. We're going to skip that part.
Yep. We're not doing 6 alternatives. Big F.
So you should jot down your full name, obviously. What do you do at your occupation? Right.
Generally vague. I like that.
Once you know what you do at your occupation, condense that into a single verb with an ER, a noun with ER on it. Like, if you're a sheep farmer, your answer would be farmer. Does that make sense? So it has to be a something-er.
Like IRL or
Yeah, literally, what do you do?
Okay.
You.
What if you don't have an occupation?
Then I
you're
think
doing
your noun
something.
would be slacker.
Get a job. You should have a job. You're working for the government.
I thought we were
Government
talking about our
employees.
players.
We're talking about, like,
Player.
us personally.
Oh, us as people.
This is personal
Oh.
information, yes.
pensioner.
You're not old enough for that.
How do I make my occupation end in ER?
Teacher?
Care worker.
Carer?
Care. I'm going to care at you.
I mean, but it's
There's some
therapy
accuracy there.
technician?
Doesn't say the ER, does it?
What?
Provider.
Provider, there we go. Thank you.
Instructor.
No, I think provider probably would be as well.
Grifter.
Grifter.
You don't grift anybody.
Not yet.
That's the grift.
So that's your occupation condensed into a single ER noun, right?
Okay, got
Sucker.
What was your first pet's specific species or breed? If you never had a pet, please answer with an animal you wish you owned.
You're going to have to remember 21 of these, by the by.
So your full name is answer 1. Your occupation is answer 2. The condensing is 2A. Your pet is 3. Okay? So make sure to number these. Your first pet's specific species / breed.
Wait, can you
/
go
breed.
Yeah, so either
say
or.
that again?
Right.
Mutt.
Your first pet's specific species / breed is number 3. If you never had a pet, please answer with an animal you wish you owned.
Otherwise, it's just dumb.
What is the object you'd least like to be stabbed by?
Hold on, we're not there yet. Don't skip ahead.
Oh, I'm running ahead here, man.
So number 4, what's your most embarrassing childhood memory? Be specific.
Oh.
You don't have to write all this down because 4A is condense this story into 2 words.
My brain just immediately went to zombie vomit. He wrote Monster of the Week. Now I can't think about anything else.
I would, of course, argue that did not happen during their childhood.
No.
Fair.
Can I not do
Unless
this?
you have,
Because
like,
I
Jack
don't have
disease.
answers to these questions.
Well, just make something up.
That also requires work.
Like
All of these
4A for you could be soccer shart.
Nail it.
There goes mine.
Isn't yours football shart?
Well, I think there's ministry on the end.
Yeah, there's ministry on the playlist. Yeah. So that's
So why is
4A.
it
2
terrible?
words. Describe your most embarrassing childhood memory.
Fun.
Number 5, as Stephen pointed out, what is the object you'd least like to be stabbed by? The whole thing?
The whole thing. Think of all of the
Throws
needles.
a porcupine at you?
Their needles they're like hooked at the end, so it's
Barbed, yeah.
yeah.
They don't want to come out.
And they're so cute too. You feel like, oh my
Shouldn't have
god,
let them in in
why?
the first place.
Number 6. What is something you're good at? Should be a verb ending in ing. No,
Oh.
not that.
Oh.
No, I was thinking about apologizing. Stop it.
Could I repeat that?
I don't think I can say
I
that.
knew you were thinking about apologizing.
Okay.
That's why I told you not that.
Can you repeat the prompt?
Oh my.
What is something you're good at? It has to
end
be a
in
verb
ing.
ending in ing. Fishing. Crafting.
Craft?
Grifting.
Pickling.
Sharting.
I don't think you know what that word means. You keep using that word.
I don't think know what it means.
When you
So
take
that's-
skin and put it somewhere else.
So that's number
Graft,
6.
that's grafting.
I think it's a little more complicated than that, actually. But... So that's number 6. What is something you're good at? Number 7. How many carrots do you believe you could eat in one sitting if someone forced you to eat as many carrots as possible?
We're talking full-length carrots or baby carrots?
Full carrots,
Okay.
obviously.
All right.
We'll
I don't
specify.
like carrots.
Well, it'll be a pretty small number then. I
Go
guess.
0.
This is if someone forced you to eat as many carrots as possible.
Maybe 1, and then I would just be too sick to keep going.
Can you repeat it?
Carrots.
How many carrots do you believe you could eat in one sitting if someone forced you to eat as many carrots as possible?
Rip audio.
Is it
Answer
like
6.
full size carrots or like
Nice.
baby cut carrots?
We've already said it was full-size carrots.
Okay.
Otherwise,
See,
you
I
have
was
to
thinking
specify
about
baby
past
carrots.
questions.
Oh no!
I'm
Focus on the
behind.
question
You gotta
we're
keep
on.
up, man.
No,
If this was in sense, I should be answering the
I
wrong
was
question.
2 questions behind.
Really
Get it
throw-
together, Lance.
I'd be really thrown off.
Don't belabor these answers. Just pop them out.
You can just Google the question and see what it answers for you.
Number 8.
Google, how many carrots could I eat in one sitting?
Let's find out.
I'm Alexa.
Seriously.
What is your greatest intangible fear? E.g., death, loneliness, fear itself. Number 9 is what is your greatest tangible fear? E.g., horses.
I think we all know the answer to that one.
Oh my god, that's perfect. Is it last word specifically?
So that's 8 and 9, and greatest intangible and greatest tangible fear.
I'm googling so many of these.
Number 10 should probably be a given. What is the last thing you did before starting this worksheet?
Made a character sheet.
I think it was.
Number 11. What condition is your body currently in? Single word answer.
Deteriorating.
That's one word. It's good. Checks out.
That's good. That passes.
Shitty.
We're quickly approaching the really weird questions.
How many of these questions are there?
At least 20. Specifically 21A. So there's some subdivision parts. We're almost there. Don't worry.
It's like half.
They start
Less than
getting
half.
even more esoteric. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, just pop these answers out. It's no big deal.
You know.
Number 12. Your favorite state of matter.
Eyes.
That should be an
Einstein.
easy one. Let's be honest.
There are only so many answers.
It's plasma, right?
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Plasma
Obviously
for
plasma.
everybody.
Einstein.
And then there's exotic matter beyond that. So
Like a frosty.
yeah, frosties
The
are
sock
exotic
Yeah.
matter.
Number 13.
Ugh.
A word your name kind of sounds like. Like Brian kind of sounds like brain.
Does it have to be like, or can it be exactly? Can it be a homonym?
No,
Your name is Lance.
You're Glance.
Yes.
That's all you get.
It has to. It probably has to be a
Glance.
different word.
Yeah,
Glance.
Plants.
pants.
Glance.
Pants.
For some odd reason, one person would always say, would call me Lance Party in my pants. I don't know
That
why.
person is
In jail.
Probably.
that person is an incredible conversationalist, and definitely I want to be around that person. So
Good old
13, a
Charles.
word your name kind of sounds like.
I don't.
Pants.
Sangria?
That'll do. Fine.
Maria,
Perfect.
malaria.
Malaria?
It's a little bit long, I think, for Maria.
A bit of a stretch, but go on.
Number 14. What's your zodiac sign?
Virgo.
Me too.
Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Gemini, whatever it may be.
I think you're just naming American Gladiators.
Some of which are
Yeah.
American. Yeah, sure. Number 15. If you had to define your personality in one word, what would it be?
Bad.
If that's your answer, then that's number 15 for you.
Nail it.
No. took a personality test the other day. Came back negative.
I mean, there are some people where I would look at that and be like, yeah, that's an accurate answer. What do you mean your personality is Rick and Morty?
Oh, a pickle.
Funniest shit I've ever seen.
No, it's not.
Number 16. Who is your favorite film character? Note, must be played by Kurt Russell.
I got that one down.
I don't know any of Kurt Russell's characters.
Well, Snake Plissken is one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Jack Burton is another one.
I know.
Yeah, you do.
Snake Plissken is from Escape from New York and Escape from L.A. Jack Burton is from Big Trouble in Little China.
No.
McCready is from The Thing,
Yeah.
which is what I chose.
Nope.
You could do.
So we need to watch The Thing.
You do need to watch
Have
The
I
Thing.
seen anything that
Code
this
for
man is
Miracle?
in?
The Hateful Eight, Tombstone,
yeah.
Escape from New York.
He was
$45.
Lieutenant Gabriel Cash in Tango and Cash.
Big Trouble in Little China, Overboard,
Oh,
Death
God.
Oh, in Death Proof, yes.
Proof. He
What was
technically
this
was
guy's
in
name?
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, he's Ego.
He was Ego the Living Planet.
Not technically. He was in it.
Technically.
He wasn't actually a planet. He was actually corrupt.
That hasn't been proven.
Tango and Cash, Escape from LA, Backdraft, Stargate.
He's currently filming the Christmas Chronicles 2 with Santa Claus. So,
I'll just go with Ego, I guess.
sure.
I think
'Cause
that
the
might
only
be
other-
the only one you know.
I've seen Overboard, and I wish I hadn't.
That's
A computer that wore tennis
It's
shoes.
such a fucked
Ooh.
up story, and it's like, this is a cute little rom-com, and it's like, he literally kidnapped this woman and tricked her into thinking that she was his wife.
Yep.
This is a
And
horror
then she got
story.
her memory back, and she was like, "This is fine."
In 1971's Fool's Parade, he was Johnny Jesus.
1981, he was in
Played Elvis.
Fox and the Hound, apparently.
He was
Oh,
Copper
man,
in
no.
Fox and the Hound. Fox and the Hound.
Aw.
Hound dog.
I might actually go with that, then.
The 1988 Tequila Sunrise.
How old is Brian?
What was his name in Bone Tomahawk?
I don't know.
In Bone Tomahawk, it was
He's done a lot
Sheriff
of
Hunt.
movies.
Yeah, Sheriff something.
I'm getting the sense
Hunt.
that Brian is older than I think he is.
He's younger
No,
than
he's-
me.
Yeah, he's younger than me.
Guaranteed.
Brian David Gilbert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
Guaranteed.
Okay. So, when in doubt, just pick Snake, obviously.
Yeah.
Number 18.
From New York.
What is the first
Wait, hold on.
word?
What was 17?
Sorry,
That's what
I'm
we're
sorry.
doing
No. 16 was the Kurt Russell thing.
Okay.
17. Sorry, I misspoke. What is the last word of the title of your favorite Stanley Kubrick film?
What?
Yep. So Stanley Kubrick films. The last word in the film title.
The only one I can think of is The Shining. And
Okay,
I didn't
then
like
Shining's
The
the
Shining.
last
The
word.
last
Yeah.
word would be The Shining.
I didn't like The Shining.
You
Well,
don't have
then
to
it's
like
your
it.
favorite Kubrick film because you haven't seen any other.
Eyes wide shut.
Shut would be the last.
Doctor
I've
Strangelove.
got a clockwork. I know.
Full Metal Jacket.
Really?
That's not the full title of that movie.
Spartacus.
Doctor Strange.
Lolita.
Doctor How I
Learn to stop caring and
Oh,
love
that's
the bomb.
right. I did like that one.
Yeah.
So I
Space
guess
Odyssey
bomb.
2000.
Bomb it
Odyssey.
is. Yeah.
Linden.
Odyssey.
Jacket.
Clockwork
Orange would be that. Glory. Killing.
Are you just completing a full sentence there, or
No.
Just one hint off.
I'm thinking of
Favorite
the
song on album, but
out of context video, the Family Feud, where he's what's his name, Harvey something? The host of it is just like
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey, yeah, he's just like laughing his head off, and he goes, "Yes! Kill!" Ding! Kill on Pierce, and everybody goes wild.
we have
Everybody
very-
got a Kubrick film?
Last word of your title of your favorite Kubrick film. Number 18. What is the first word in the title of your favorite Joy Division album? And there are only 2 studio albums.
So
Unknown Pleasures and Closer.
unknown or closer.
Okay. Gotta pick one.
I feel like I've probably heard like one of their songs.
Probably.
Let me look at their discography.
You don't need to.
It's Unknown Pleasures and Closer. So the singles you probably are familiar with is Love Will Tear Us Apart. It's probably the one you're thinking of. Okay. Number 19. What is a scientific term you picked up from listening to NPR once? An obvious choice would be nanomachines.
Oh, what, you're code switching?
Okay. Social science term, but yeah, that still counts.
It's close enough.
I kind of zone out whenever you put on NPR, so like nothing they say sticks in my brain.
So, however you can write down the mental equivalent of several small Z's. So that was 19. Number 20.
I'll just write down nanomachines.
What is a piece of military hardware you think looks cool even though war is bad?
What's the name of the robot that everybody compares to a dog?
Johnny 5.
What?
The robot that everybody compares to a dog.
The Boston.
Oh, Boston
The
Dynamics.
Boston Dynamics robot?
Is it just called Big Dog?
I don't think it has a...
It's got to have a name.
It's got at least a project name, obviously. But
I thought it was like a standard dog name, like Spot or something.
Well, they have Atlas now, which is like the human
Spot.
bot.
That's the one that can
Oh, it is
jump
Spot.
and do.
that's the small, usually yellow one.
Oh, Spot.
That's a good dog name. You can get one for $74,000.
Oh,
What a deal.
What a bargain.
Yeah.
Number 21.
Is that on their Kickstarter?
What is something you'd enjoy watching Mads Mikkelsen do? And then 21A is, please condense this into one word.
Still going with my previous answer of everything.
Sleep.
Oh, that's pretty.
No, but her full answer is tuck me into sleep.
So
That
why
might
go
loop
with
back around to
sleep
creeping
then
again.
tuck?
Tuck, others.
Yeah, because then it feels like he's just tucking his wiener and walking around like he's Buffalo Bill.
No, that's exactly what I thought of.
Oh, God.
Wild horses start
Yeah.
playing it. Okay,
I just wrote blueberries.
time to determine some conditions of your name. The questions are done, right?
What was question 20?
Question 20 was, what is a piece of military hardware you think looks cool even though war is bad?
MREs.
Eaten those before. Totally terrible.
Yes, they are.
I literally ate one before. I don't think
Okay. Roll a d4.
Don't get a 4. I got a 4.
Damn it.
I also got a 4.
We have
That's a D6. It's a D4.
the man condition.
The what?
The man condition.
So,
Shit.
rolling the d4, if you rolled 1 through 3, nothing happens. If you rolled a 4, you have the man condition, which means your last name will include the suffix man. If your name already has man at the end of it, I guess you're just going to have man at the end of your name. Got it?
We're good.
Okay.
The condition. Roll a d8.
Okay.
Why couldn't they have standardized the dice? 4.
Because it wouldn't be as needlessly complicated.
Well, then it's
And
just a
bureaucratic.
standard RPG
8.
set.
Motherfucker, I'm rolling all highs.
Oh, lucky you.
6.
On a 1 through a 5, you do not have the condition.
Yes.
On a 6, you're big. Your name must have big at the beginning of it.
Nice. I'm big.
That's
7, you are older than you once were. Your name must have old at the beginning of it. And 8, you are how you currently are. Please add your answer from number 11 to the beginning of your name.
Is this for our code name?
Yep.
Yeah. There's more to this.
I get that.
The clone condition. Roll a d12.
Shit.
Oh, good. It's a 5. I'm safe.
1.
Let me know if you roll a 12.
I rolled an 8. So finally not a top number.
Gotta break out a D100 for this last one.
Okay, hold on. I got my D12.
I don't have a D100. There's 2D10
Oh,
more.
thank
2D10.
Christ. I got a 3.
Oh no. 86.
Did anyone get a 12?
No.
No one got a 12? No. Good. Okay. Then the Kojima condition. Roll 2d10s.
If you get a 69, you are Hideo Kojima.
Nice.
77.
Not Hideo Kojima.
29.
Not Hideo Kojima.
86.
Not Hideo Kojima.
I have 48.
Not Hideo
So
Kojima.
double zeros, a 0 or 100?
Zeros.
That would be 0,
100.
yes.
0.
Okay, I got 1.
Because 1 is the 10's value and 1 is the
Oh.
1's value.
Not Kojima.
Not
I
Kojima.
got 70.
Not Kojima.
So close.
Roll a d20.
11.
Every die.
15.
Where the fuck are my d20s?
You have a the name. So,
The big.
hold on.
Lebowski.
Jot down for me. Make a note. You need to go to section 9. Okay?
I got 17.
You got a 17? You have a cool name. Section 10. I'll ask for that in a minute.
Kyle and I both got 15.
You also have a cool name. Section 10.
I got 11.
What'd you got?
11.
The.
You have a the name, so that's section 9.
Wonderful.
I got a 10. So I have
If you don't want to do this, then just pick something else.
I really don't want to do this.
Well, then pick something else. Just pick something. What did you get?
10. So horny name.
You have a horny name. Section 8.
Oh, good.
It was going to happen to one of us.
I mean, it's what the character's wearing.
Yeah.
It's already
No,
kind of
the
perfect.
leather
Yeah, the leather
thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
It was meant to be.
So does everybody have a section? I just
Yep.
told us about? Okay. So I'm just going to go down the line to section 8, the horny name, obviously. Please rewrite your answer from number 3, so whatever number 3 is.
Mm-hmm.
This is your last name.
Cool.
And this is the last of your code name. Right. Roll a d4 now. So this is your first name.
2.
Your first name is Naked.
Nice.
Of course it is.
If you feel like it, your middle name can be lickable. I won't stop it.
No, we're good.
Add any conditions you got in section 4,
Okay.
which would be, the condition, the man, the clone.
We have man.
Okay. That's your Kojima name.
Done.
Got it?
Yep.
So what's your Kojima name?
Naked goldfish man.
Got it.
Incredible.
Okay, so section 9 for the names. Your first name is the. Then roll a d4.
Like legally?
Yes. It's a power play.
3, you said? Your answer for your last name is 4A.
Oh.
That's the whole
The
embarrassing
childhood
story.
fear. Yeah.
Is it?
It's the embarrassing story. Sum up.
Sum it up in 2 words.
Oh.
Also add any conditions you accrued in section 4. If you have any conditions that go at the front of a name, they now go directly after the. So it would be the big.
The big spanking.
Oh.
Public, big public spanking.
The big public spank.
I don't like that.
This is perfect. What are the d4s you get? What d4 do you roll you get?
Oh, I didn't have a the.
No, yeah, we have section 10.
Oh, you guys are
Cool
cool.
things.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a the?
That's my soccer coach too. He thought I totally injured his kid challenging.
What
a
did you
soccer
have,
ball.
Maria? What did you...
That's section 10.
Not cool.
Oh, so the rest of you have cool names.
Yes.
Okay. So section 10.
A lot more traumatic. than it was embarrassing.
21A is your first name.
Oh. The Mads Mikkelsen thing.
Yes.
The one I.
Your first name is everything?
Roll a d6.
Someone also please eat these snickerdoodles. So.
Five.
Oh, trust me, I will. I'm going to take this thing.
I got 5.
You got a 5. Your last name is number 8.
2.
2. Your last name is number 18.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
6.
Your last name is number 13.
So really, we're just
Then
making
add any
a
conditions you
choice
accrued in
table.
section 4, like big or old or
Nope.
what have you.
Kojima.
Or if you're literally Hideo Kojima,
All right, my name's pretty terrible.
that's your name.
That's the name? Pretty terrible?
I wish, actually.